guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our test server, and that is right guys, the Heroes of Esperia event is underway. So you can go ahead and join the fight. This is on the test server guys, so it is going to be a couple of days before it comes up on global. But we're going to look at some of the changes in here, including the buff that is coming. Now one thing to realize is this does use martial ratings. So a lot of players do not know what martial ratings are, but you can see all of the players' hero ascension tiers remain the same at the start with a level of 240. Additionally increased based on the resonating crystal. So I believe it still is for every 10 levels you have in the resonating crystal, you gain +1 level within the Heroes of Esperia. Now gear, you can see all hero gear, including unadorned parts, are mythic tier 1 and include the faction bonus, but are unenchanted, meaning they do not have the stars on there. If a hero is already equipped with mythic tier 3 or higher, which means our tier 4 gear, their original hero bonuses will be retained. Signature items are retained. Elder tree are retained. Oaken in furniture are retained, but you do lose artifacts, you do lose unions, and then of course the eternal engraving attributes and skills are retained. This is a big factor when it comes to PvP, and the Heroes of Esperia is of course a very big PvP event when you get in here. So we're going to go through the loot. I want to check out this buff. You can see we have 13 days and 22 hours left in this one, and this is the buff guys. So the Covenant of Peace only affects in Diamond League and above. So looking down here guys, your bronze, your silver, and your gold, it is not going to be affected at all. It is only diamond and above. So if you are in this lower rank, it's going to be a little bit easier based on the teams that you have in there. Forbids all heroes from casting ultimate in the first 20 seconds of battle. Very interesting change there. I like them adding that factor in. I think it's going to change some of the PvP teams that we see in here. Each hero can cast their ultimate 2 times at most. That is right, guys. That means anyone who casts their ultimate really fast, or actually gets their ultimate ability off really fast, you only get to cast it twice, and that's it. So as long as your team, I'm thinking of a couple burst heroes like Ainz, that actually eliminates the cooldown on the cast for that ultimate ability. After it is cast the second time, that's it. No more ultimates. All heroes lose health equal to 70% of their attack rating every 3 seconds. Now again, that's a pretty big factor. So losing 70% of their attack rating every 3 seconds means that if you have really strong built heroes that are fully decked out, I'm talking like a +100 engraving, the 36 of 36 furniture, +40 signature items, they're going to lose a lot more health because the attack rating is going to be much higher for those heroes, which again is going to be a pretty interesting dynamic when it comes to this event. When receiving healing, they gain a shield that has a value equal to 30% of the healing received for 3 seconds. So what I kind of get on what I understand from that is when they receive healing, they are going to get healing, and then they're also going to get a 30% shield, 30% of the healing received for 3 seconds. So they're going to get a shield within there. Again, that's kind of what I'm taking from it. So a very cool kind of twist to the Heroes of Esperia. This is actually an event that we've done for a couple years now. So it is very cool to see a little bit of the changes. Heroic rewards, we got the brawler frame. I'm still trying to get a little bit higher. These frames, I don't think they've updated them since the Heroes of Esperia have come out, but they do take an incredible amount of time to get this 10,000 points out of there. Season rewards, of course, this is when the season is done, guys. You can see there are a significant amount of rewards. I love these hero choice chests. I am still waiting for them to adjust the faction scrolls to include the awakened heroes. Not sure if that is on Lilith's radar or if that's something they're going to do. In this case, guys, I would choose all the common scrolls. 1, getting heroes from the wish list. 2, the opportunity for Celestials and Hypogean heroes. And of course, number 3, the option to get the awakened heroes within those scrolls. Meaning that you can get a considerable amount out of here. I mean, 10 chests at 5 scrolls, that is 50 scrolls right out of there if you're in the very top tier. Now, normally I end right into the Masters. This is where still super comfortable because you do get your 50 scrolls out of there. You pick up 20 Stargazer cards. You get 3 tier 4 stones, which is absolutely amazing. And then we do get some league points. I think last time I ended just about Legends top 2000. Now remember, guys, also with the patch it is going to be the update to the furniture that is above the 9 of 9. So when you start building out some of these heroes that are farther than that 9 of 9 furniture, they're going to get a massive buff. In a majority of the PvP players or the heavy whale players have that 36 of 36 furniture. So it is going to, again, make a pretty big difference when it comes to anything PvP related because of the adjustments that they're making across AFK Arena. Now the fortune chest, of course, this is going to be the guildies, guys. 35,000 diamonds is a lot to place in legendary, but for the majority of players, guys, that is broken among the guild. That is right, guys. If you do have 70 players in the guild, that 35,000 diamonds is split 70 ways, which doesn't amount to too many diamonds. But again, cumulative game with AFK Arena, the more that you kind of play, the more you put into it, a lot more you get out, depending on your progression. So season rewards, again, we just looked at those. Champion bounties. Now this is going to be free loot out of here. You see there is a pay-to-win faction or part, the premium pass on this side. Receive faction scrolls ×5 at level 15. You can see there is quite a bit of stones. Overall, guys, the loot, not super impressive, but I do like that they have the scrolls. I would much rather have any of these common hero scrolls versus getting the rare hero stones. But going through here, you can actually finish these out pretty well with these quests. So they did add the quest feature. I don't think we had this part last time, but as long as you are active, they're rewarding you for being active within the Heroes of Esperia. You can see there are daily quests right here and there are seasonal quests right here. This is what we've kind of seen in the past when you look at some of the other card flip events, some of the things of that nature, that we have the kind of the incentive to play, which I like. It really brings the positive effect of, again, being incentivized to play within events like this versus players just not playing at all. Then, of course, the premium pass is usually $15, which it's $14.91 on the test server. So it will be the $15. And you can see, guys, you got quite a bit of loot in there, including some Stargazer cards and also some time emblems to keep out the champion bounties. Then, of course, guys, down here is the legend or the ranks. You can see we go from bronze to legend. Legend takes 2,000, is 2,000 or better. Masters is usually where we end up, which again, with this loot, guys, I am very, very happy with the loot. Now, we're going to have to see exactly where it comes in for the PvP aspect of this, because I do not have that many heroes, again, over on the test server. I'm super excited on the YouTube account that we just picked up the Awakened version of Thane. But you see, guys, coming in here, we're collecting up loot even just from joining. That gave us 2 elite heroes, and that did give us an opportunity to pick up some more Twisted Essence in here. ×5 chests, 10 million gold just for joining. That is right, guys, just for joining. So when you first get in here, guys, you want to make sure you set your formations, get your teams all ready, just like we do with Treasure Scramble, things of that nature. Go ahead and set all of your teams in here. It looks like we already finished a quest or a seasonal quest. There we go. Right off the bat, guys, we get 1,500 points. We get to claim a little bit more loot. So going back to our hero, again, you want to set your formations. Now, most of the times when I come in here, guys, I actually give it a couple days upon release. That way we can kind of, a lot of players will try to farm or try to attack you. You'll actually move up the ranks or down the ranks, depending exactly where you are. Now with this, guys, there is no reason to wait, because now you do have, of course, the big factor of getting the rewards, getting the daily rewards out of there. So again, looking at my PvP teams, guys, not the strongest. I know I don't PvP that much. I'm going to put Rowan in here. That's a pretty good combination. Again, the PvP team in here, I know I have quite a few Graveborn heroes that we can utilize in here, and I still do like this combination. I don't have Alna built on here, so we're not going to run the Alna Grez. Yeah, we don't have Alna built at all, so I'll go with the Graveborn team in here. Again, probably not the best PvP team. We built up Frampton a little bit, so I'm going to drop him in there. We have Baba Yaga in here. And who else do we got? We got some 5-pole right here. And then we built out Mishka a little bit. We could do something like this. Let's see. Let's drop him out for, we have Skarath. So right there, guys, we'll do the 5 pull in here. Hopefully Mishka providing some crowd control. Then, of course, putting them all in here for Lucretia. Because remember, the artifacts in here do not matter. So I'm going to go ahead and save this team. This is going to be how it's set. You can also modify them. I believe you can also, adjust the order just like that. So I'm going to put this team is actually going to go first. Because remember, when you're fighting 3 teams, now this is something to remember, guys. If you lose the first one, win the second one, your third team will go in. You want to make sure your first 2 teams in here are your strongest teams. Because if you win these first 2 or if you lose these first 2, you will never get to that third team within there. So the fight, of course, looking at where we're at, we have a plus 70 right here with the challengers. In spearmint, so currently in silver, the number of trophies deducted is reduced by 70%. So what I do normally is go to the very first one, see where we are kind of comparison wise, and it looks like the attack teams in here are entirely different than what I just set on my other teams. So I'm going to have to go ahead and set them a second time in here. Let me just recall all these. I just want to set the formation, and then we'll see what we can do on 1 or 2 of these fights. So we'll drop Rowan in here. My second team, I think, was my Graveborns, which absolutely love them, guys. The Graveborn team is such a very, very cool team. And then this one, of course, we went with the Mishka. Mishka, I do have to build up, guys. A lot of heroes on here. I really, really have to focus on building up. But again, we got the 5 pull in here. There we go. So now we can see exactly where we progress in battle. And a lot of players in here, guys, don't PvP. If you're similar to, my accounts, I don't PvP very much. So there is the first battle completed. Second battle, of course, we do have our Graveborn team. Just got to let Grez scale. Damon does his own thing. And if you take down the second team, like I was saying, guys, second team is done. You do not get to fight the third team. So the third team is actually just counted out there because you don't get to fight that third team. So making sure, again, that your first 2 teams are the strongest teams that you have in here. Picking up your rewards out of here with your quests. I'm going to go ahead and complete all of my quests within the Heroes of Esperia. Well, guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Also, let me know what you think of the adjustments to the Heroes of Esperia. And as always, thank you guys for watching.